April 9th. It's Easter. Oops. And I gotta put this down so I don't forget. I don't know. I don't remember a lot of the dream leaving my body, whatever you want to call it, because when we dream, we leave our body, we go to the other side. I knew that. But last night it was so different. It was so different. It was like Arthur Ford talks about, Ruth Montgomery talks about, in all the books that she transcribed basically from Arthur Ford after he went home. Around 63, I think. I don't know. It was around that time. She was a news reporter who didn't believe in all this spiritual stuff. She had to go interview him, and she still didn't believe in all this spiritual stuff. Until he passed, woke her up 6:30 in the morning, said, get up, go to the typewriter. And she started automatic writing. Anyway, in her books, he tells her to tell us basically what it's like on the other side. In summation, the colors that we see are a million times brighter. The love that we feel is a million times stronger. And of course, it's just energy. And so the energy in my dream last night was just fucking off the charts. I don't know what else to call it. So I was talking to my mother, and I was telling her, let me go. I remember distinctly saying, let me go before you. And she said, no, you still have things to do. And of course, she didn't look like my mother this last lifetime. It was just energy. So for those of you who can't imagine energy, imagine on a hot day, you know, the steamy waves that rise on the car or the pavement, and you could see them like shock waves pattern. That's what it looked like against a white background. I don't know what the white background was, because I don't necessarily believe heaven is how anybody else says it is. It's whatever you think it's going to be, as long as it exists on this planet right now. So we were talking, we talked for a long time before the cat moved and woke me up. And I know, honey, we're going to go to the doctor. We're going to fix your wheezy. And I just remember the feeling, and oh my God, I wish I could. If I ever made you laugh, imagine that, if you could, a million times stronger. It was just such, when we see pictures of cherubs on clouds and stuff, it was that, except for real, the feeling, the energy was pure effervescence. It was just, wow. That's what it was. It was just wow. I don't know what else to say. I can't find the exact words to say, but I know Mama and I had a nice long conversation, and I woke up, even though the cat woke me up, I still woke up feeling great. Even now, I still feel great. I don't know what time it is. I think that says 10:04. I don't have no glasses on. And we talked. And I'm trying to remember all the other stuff that we talked about. Obviously it was important. Obviously it was stuff I need to know, and answering my questions. See, you guys, that's what happens to you. You ask for answers. Spirit gives you answers, and you're like, yeah, but I can't hear you. So what does it mean? What does it mean? You can't obsess over it. Thus, I'm making a video. So I'm like, okay, well, I know from now on I'll have little bits and pieces of deeper information. I'm going to get back to what happened last night again and again and again until I get the answer to one question. Everything doesn't happen instantaneously. Okay? It just doesn't go down like that. So I don't know how would it. So for those of us that has fooled around, you know what I mean. Uh, it was a million times better than any orgasm, any roller coaster, any skydiving, if you do that. Uh, and it was just, imagine all your favorite Christmases and birthdays and everything all rolled into one times a million. So you could imagine I'm still floating. Literally, my 257-pound body is still floating on energy. So if you wanted a reading, now would be the time to, put at least your $10 down and ask your questions, because I'm still pretty high. So I can hear her, but it's kind of like the Charlie Brown wah, 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 wah thing, answering the questions that I have asked. I'm trying to clean up the wire wrap room today and get my meals prepared for the week. So just trust and believe. They see you. They know you're there. Stop being impatient and just wait. I'm no greater than you. I'm no lesser than you. I have to wait. And no, I don't believe in that, readers can't read themselves crap. Sit your ass down, stay protected, stay grounded, and practice. I mean, why do you think God had somebody make tools? Find one that works for you. If it's cards, if it's a pendulum, if it's whatever, a crystal, I don't know. Oh, my poor squeezy wheezy. I know, we're going to go to the doctor, honey. And just don't give up. You can't focus on it, because that's just going to make you more confused, and you're going to totally miss all the good. I'm plucking my face in case you're wondering. That is in front of you. You're not going to be able to see it for focusing on this one little thing. And right now it is a little thing, even though it's super, it's $1 million important thing, but it's just $1 million. You spend $1, you don't have $1 million anymore, do you? So we're going to learn to be patient, protect yourself, keep yourself protected and grounded at all times. And for those of you who don't know how to do that, say so, and we'll have a class on it, preferably on the Facebook face-to-face thing. Yeah. And oh my God, it's just wow. I mean, this makes me want to cry all over again, The love, like Patrick Swayze said in Ghost, the love is greater. He didn't say that. I think he said the love is still there. But the love is greater on the other side. And I was tripping, really, that I actually wanted to go home last night. So glad my mom was there and said, no, you still have things to do. Like go put some lotion on and remove your mustache. It just feels so good. And it helps me not have any fear of anything. Not paying a bill late, not having lack of money, not, having whatever ailments. It all gets washed away after you hear your mother say, no, it's not your turn yet. And I know she was telling me that what's going on in my life right now isn't as important as I think it is, as I'm making it. See, we make up a lot of shit in our head. And okay, let me cut off part 2. Okay, so part two, because I want to put this on the talk tick. And then I'll put them both together for Facebook and YouTube, Instagram. So whatever you think would just blink and end all your problems, that. Could you imagine feeling totally problem free? Now, mind you, we humans make up our own shit in our own head. And then what you focus on grows. So lately I've only been focusing on being in perfect health and being in perfect wealth. Okay, not rich, wealth. There's a difference. Go let 50 Cent tell you the difference. I think he's the one that said that. So just being in her energy, and you can get to that energy. Stop telling yourself that you can't, or it's not real, or whatever, but you want this and you want that, but you don't know how to get this or that because you think you need to marry some girl or guy and have a sugar daddy. Well, that's an avenue if you want to go that route. And yet I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, if we stop caring what other people think, that's almost half of the pie right there of life. Okay? If you stop thinking, oh, well, I'm Indian or I'm Chinese or I'm Japanese or I'm whatever other nationality, it's not a race, there's only one race. Stop saying race, it's a nationality that says you have to be a doctor or a lawyer. You have to have children by the time you're 31. You have to, no. That's their belief system. It's not your belief system. And you don't have to do what mom and dad say to do. That's why you're here on this planet, to do what you're supposed to be doing. What brings you your greatest joy, like Bashar is always telling us. Do the thing that brings you your greatest joy, making jewelry, and everything will be taken care of for you. When I say no to customers, because I know they're going to ask me 27,000 questions, and I don't have time for that stuff. Okay, listen to the damn video I made. There's your answer right there. Don't make me repeat myself. I'm having a challenging enough time right now asking others to always repeat their self because I, forget things just like we all do. And, you're worried about the house note. You're worried about your spouse having an affair. You're worried about, are you raising your children good enough? If you just woke up every single day with the best intent, shut up, witches. That is a thing. That is a thing. It's a mental thing that says, I'm gonna. That's an intent. I'm gonna get outside today since it's beautiful, and I'm gonna walk up and down my driveway 10 times today. That's an intent. It has power. It has purpose. It has meaning. Okay. So if a lot of us humans just let a lot of human bullshit go, your life would be as good as mine. And I got to tell you, I have a really fucking good life. Okay, if I ever wanted for something, all I got to do is go tell you guys, and somebody off of TikTok probably first now would say, okay, what's your address, Tosh? I'll send it to you. And in turn, I'm going to send you, because, balance. And it doesn't have to be money. It has to be balance. Okay, so you send me some crystals, I'm going to send you some customers. You send me, some needle and thread, I'm going to send you some good money-making energy so you could pay your bills and have food in your refrigerator. Okay? All in balance, all in balance. So once you stay grounded and protected, you could do anything. You don't have to fear anything. After I was raped, beaten, sodomized, and abused, I pretty much stopped fearing things like men, women who, oh, you're so mean. Well, fuck you and your opinion then. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I stated my opinion just like you stated your opinion, and I'm doing that less and less because if you didn't ask me for my opinion, I'm not going to give it. So, yeah, because that's all part of staying in balance, protected and grounded, mind my own business. Your business isn't my business. And if you just need to vent, not complain, that's just my purpose for being, is to listen to you vent. Until you start complaining, and then I will just tell you I'm not going to listen to you anymore because now I see, ouch, you choose not to do anything about the situation. I choose to change my life. I choose to have a good life. And I'm a spiritualist, so whatever ancestors and God and ancestors say to do, I'm going to do. Even if it's not in any Bible. If it's not in your best interest. It doesn't need to be in your best interest. It's my life. I make my life happy or unhappy. So you all see I'm having a really freaking good life. Okay? Stay grounded, stay protected. Take my course. I know I don't publicize it very often because I usually have people come to me. I want to learn how to use my gifts. Okay. And then we have a class on Facebook, face-to-face thing, whatever it's called, and keep it pushing. You want a reading? Just ask me. Can I have a reading? Sure. Put your $10 down to start with. If you want a full reading, it's $125 for as long as it lasts. I've had a reading last up to 5.5 hours. So when spirit stops talking, I stop talking. And I'll say, okay, that's all. We're done. And then we say the prayer for protection again, and you do whatever you're doing, and I'm going to go eat. But wow, I got to tell you, thanks, Mom. Thank you, God. That was such a moving experience. It's a space in time. There's no such thing as time, But for us humans, it's a section of a piece of life that I will never, ever, ever forget for my next 62 years. Yeah, never. I'm going to remember this day. I'm going to remember me sitting here plucking my beard, trying to remember some things, because I know I asked specific questions. So therefore, I know I got the answer. I just don't remember it right now. So as I remember it, if it's something that I can put out in the public, I will come back and say, you remember on April 9th, 2023, yeah, this is the next part, and this is the next part, and this is the next part. Sure. Because if I don't share, how's anybody going to learn? If I could do it, you could do it. It's not because I was raised in a spiritualist house. It's because my mother taught us to be still. She didn't say ground and protect like I do. She said, go be still. Go sit down and be still. And we have to, because I had one of them old black mothers who you first get the look, and then you would see her mouth the words, go get the belt. No, we weren't bleeding and all that stuff. We only got swatted a couple of times to make sure we remembered not to do such and such, whatever, again. Okay? And respect our mother. When she says, get up now and do the dishes, you get up now and do the dishes. You don't say, okay, in the next commercial, Anyway, so I teach a course, Angels, Teachers, and Guides, because that's what we have, not just the ancestors. We have angels, we have teachers, we have guides. Everybody has a purpose, just like you have a purpose for being here. You just need to figure out what it is and do it. And then your life will be better than mine. Yeah. Yet they always tell me, for each and every person on this planet, if we all stay grounded and protected and mind your own damn business, stop trying to keep up with the Joneses and have bottom red shoes and a Lamborghini Countach thing, and Now, yes, you can have those things and not be a materialistic person if that is in your path for staying on purpose and being here this lifetime. Okay, so let's all stay grounded, protected, and I'm going to go journal this in my Book of Shadows and get it out some more. And in the process of writing, that always helps things. Writing things always helps. Remember and to bring into memory. You know what I mean? Helps you remember stuff, and then you write it down to, lock it in there. Okay. So, I'm going to get off of here and get my dirty dishes done. I love you. Please be good to yourself. I'm going to say that each and every day for the rest of my life. So get used to it and just do it. Yeah. So message me, DM me, whatever, if you're interested in taking classes on how to learn what your gifts are, not just one. All of us have at least 10, and how to use them. No, it's not going to be easy. Yes, I am a strict teacher. There's no children running around, no watching television, nobody else in the room. This is class time. Respect it. Respect my ancestors who's coming through to give the message, and respect me as a human being human. Okay? So, if you're going to do that the first time, you're out. I just take you out of the chat. I'm not here to fool around with you. I got important things to do, like load this video.